sack and replacing filter now.
We can do this.
Performance evaluation is sterling.
Returning fire.
Oh, Lord.
Careful.
Very.
Only thing.
Well, you know what? Fuck you, okay.
This ought to be. Score, Cap. I love a good fight.
And sanitize.
Don't mess with us. Hey, it's the twins. Surprised you two needed backup.
Beer money. Talk to me.
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you what. We are up a creek.
I bet. You really come this far north for a printing press?
Yeah, I know, but that's the mission. Don't suppose y'all are busy right now. Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours. Yeah.
Got
Attention!
One all right? Incoming, Captain!
Ooh. See what this shotgun is.
Any luck out there? Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing.
Immediately come in, there's a dead body. Nice. Two dead bodies. Three dead bodies.
All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
You're nice. One off, motherfucker. Sam just can't do it. Yes. See what this door has. Nothing. Another lock one. Nice, 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 nice. Love it. Love it.
Sam, as a purely hypothetical thought exercise, if I were to boil leather in Manti blood to give it a nice purple hue, is there a way to get the stench out afterward?
Recommended dry cleaning service for fabric type, incineration.
If you'll just listen...
No, no more listening, no more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring? They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason and war.
We're out of time. We need food and ammunition. We need to hit Stellar Bay while we still have the manpower to do it. Yes, I know it's drastic, but it... Doubtful. But we don't need much. And Sanjar... It is. We are desperate.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanoys? Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety. For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Ooh. What's this armor? Let's look. Oop, wrong thing, fuck.
I need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this. Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to... You know about what happened here, right?
You're talking about the massacre. Back when the corps were pulling out, pirates raided...
Right. The state's most... Just a warning. The area's Appreciate it. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, good luck.
Can you do anything except clean?
Initiating self-cleaning cycle.
Be careful with... Anyway. As I hear it, he and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, but you already... A chance! It isn't just that they... Every radical... He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few...
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
It's straight bullshit is what it is.
Nyoka has the right. It's illegal for the greater... Monarch may be... Whatever the board's goals, the great... I've asked myself the same thing many... It's true, the board has treated us unfairly, but for many years this planet was home. Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all...
Here, though, the results were...
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazard.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka, and as the other... That's also what I thought. Ah, we saw the chance. Nonsense. Anyway, creating the... Oh, well, there were sure... But I was keeping my tone flat and maintaining eye contact. You weren't supposed to know.
This is why you've never been good with present...
Very well. Many, many years ago... Indeed. For MSI's then leadership wasn't enthusiastic. They insisted... Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume... Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. But we weren't. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules. And I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. As far as I'm concerned, the less that... Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. We both agreed that MSI... I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize... Why wouldn't anyone?
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow... Indeed. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities... Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us...
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, it'll be... My hope is to maintain the reform. What can I do for...
Can I actually order one of those diet soap capsule packs through you?
This unit has...
Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck. Check on our fucking towels, and someone just wants to read manga over in the chair. folks never get old. You'll fall apart, you'll slowly decay into nothingness. Stay young forever. God fucking damn it. Oh. Oh, this is not okay. This is bad. This has gone bad. I'm stuck.
Clean up the competition.
That only went slightly bad. Oh my god. That was Nyoka. She scared me. This fucker's dead as shit. He has an eye patch. What the fuck? Fucking Nick Fury. It is Nick Fury because he's black. Fuck you, Nyoka. Oh, because I. No. Oh yeah, that's a good looking armor. Anything else of worth besides the fact that I can't open that one thing? Bitch. Oh.
I wish you'd stop trying to clean my room. You almost knocked Frida off her wall.
Customer service request. Clean Frida. Recognize, process, and schedule.
No, what? Damn it! Hand to the void, I will dismantle you if you touch that Raptidon.
Customer service request. Dismantle Raptidon. Recognized, processed, and scheduled.
Welcome back. You find anything out there? Let's see. These are old. Looks like correspondences between the pirates. This one's got the Amber Heights gate code on it, just like the one I found earlier. And here's a letter. Wait, this is from Graham. Oh, of all the... Captain. He gave them the gate codes. Watch it. That's our leader you're talking about. I know he's got his head in the clouds, but I always believed there was a core of good there. What the hell? Thank you for bringing this back, but I need some time. Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Alright, let's do this stupid bolt. Oh God! Oh! I didn't get a chance to stop myself. Fuck. I mean, mute myself at least. Gross. Gross. That was a really fucking awful one, too. That was a fucking sneeze all night.
Caution!
Oh, no reason to shoot that. Since it's fucking dead.
Fulfilled. On the job.
Holy, what the fuck? I finally done it. Hold the fuck?
Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait. Oh, thank the Eternal. My friends and I were scavenging here. I ran in here and, it's easier than it sounds, alright? Phew. My buddy had a key, but I'll look for a dead guy, I guess. Oh.
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there. Now I'm out here. Let me...
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. Thanks a... fresh sulfur.
Be careful with your new friends and... Anyway? You weren't supposed to look. I asked... I didn't mean for any harm. This has been my albatross. I give MSI everything. My work. Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for that. Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting...
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less... But that's exactly what this is. The world isn't changed with guns and speeches, much as Graham and his followers would like to think. And the bill of liquidation/transfer...
It's true. One of the old execs gave herself a stroke trying to fill out the exemption section.
For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning...
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea?
Help us with this final matter and we won't need... I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find... You really... I admit, if someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying... Oh, but as much as I love your can-do attitude, so it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Of course. Once you, a foolproof plan...
Realize I just muted myself. Hang on, folks. Let me do several things. Number one being where the fuck is it? Over yonder, right here. I have to take a shit soon. Yeah.
Something.
Oh! Alright, okay. Carrying capacity is not as fucking high as it once was. Wait a minute, so... Hang on. Oh, this bitch is over here, cool. She's not in this building though. She's probably gonna go fucking kill herself, which is fine.
Oh, you're... No, that cat... Wait, are you sure it wasn't... That's Tucker's ring. His... No! take the money.
Before we do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and travel here real quick, see if they need help with anything. Oh! Forgot his blanket.
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on.
Nyoka! All right. Why have you...
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord is good, Lord is grand, Lord will guide me through the land.
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
Ah!
Watch yourself, Captain. This guy...
You don't say. As a in return?
What?
Well,
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay? The boss lady told me to take the night off.
Uh-huh.
You blind fella? Why is it every sister only nugget?
Catherine!
Truthfully spoken, I do aim. You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, well? Good of you to finally haul your... Got something that's good. Special, as in one of my runners uncut to get to the lab itself. I shall leave the... Now, after the task will... Dandy. Did I mention the gap? Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle them. I've marked the coordinates, but before... Good. This particular matter, there's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls him... That aside, it's a business... Start Clive Lundberg. He... And you're... Guess you've got it figured out. Hit him where it hurts. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. It'll be... Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through his... May luck... How's... Sure. Might be I know something. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too... And I'll...
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Cell sanitization needed. Alert. Cell sanitization needed.
Do those. Let me fucking... Look at me! Hey, let's look at how many fucking quests I have now. God fucking damn it. Look at that. There we go. Many of them are from fucking...
Good tussle.
Would you like this unit to tidy up?
We ought to be quick about this.
I'm gonna hate this. I hate this.
Down they go.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but how'd you get past? Just remember, what do you do? That feels a mite. Nice to know Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and the Marauders knew we were coming. If they found us... Cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for us. Last I saw, they were heading back. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward me. I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught...
Detected.
what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable.
Purify. This area has been sanitized. stuck in trap. Warning! Twig, stuck in trap. Warning! Mangled sprat entrails, stuck in trap.
Thank you again for retrieving the... Anyway? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I finally completed the Bolt 52 form.
You're getting ahead of your...
So I am. I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly.
You are? That...
But that's entirely the point. We've got...
What about the folks out in the wilderness? Amber Heights, Fallbrook. Will you share with them, or will you hoard those resources here?
My sincerest hope is for MSI to become a model for all of Halcyon. But we must start somewhere. But truly, I am getting ahead of my... There was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight.
Move along.
Do you hear that? It's the... Yes, indeed. But...
Does it matter?
Is that so? I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver so I can input the needed adjustments. You make it sound so... Phineas...
Now you hold...
Precisely. I really ought to... It's simple, true. Terrific.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stuff. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. There's no need to assert your dominance. I doubt it. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior. But I must, as Nyoka can attest, I do not form a...
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
Black holes? Did you... Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's block... Oh well, a pity for the crew. Hiram? Can you hear me? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI, or did MSI not? Yes, but... Hiram. Hiram, are you there? Not without a physical contact waiver. Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off. Par for the course, really. You should do like I did. Get out while you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you... Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once.
The gunship. Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will... Why wouldn't they? As we... When I founded the Iconoclasts, I did so amidst the ghosts of this planet's past. Since then, many have asked me, why here? Were you involved in the massacre? Was that some... My response to you is the same as to all others. The death of MSI was an incidental tragedy. I did no such thing. Their deaths came in the night while I slept. Those ghosts still haunt me. But they needn't until then. If I were the type of man to make that decision, and I assure you I am not, I'd have to be so obsessed. I have since learned that their mistakes will end them in time, but back then, suffocating under that oppressive culture. Would you prefer I spend my days wallowing in misery and desperately seeking forgiveness? Here, without the shackles of the Halcyon Board, the colony is dying. The massacre of Amber Heights, unfortunate as it was, presented this... Free will is a double-edged sword, Captain. The universe judges us all. Whether your choices are helpful or harmful to the cosmos, those executives were found to be poisonous to the spirit of humanity. They were doomed, whether by the hands of... And here I am, a paragon of... Let us speak no more of this. The gunship.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a... I don't suppose you've found the targeting... They're all mad! And what's more, they left us! Not...
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am... You too?
He has a point, sir. And it's not all bad.
Supposing you're right, Who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts. That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified. Well, because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, Stellar Bay will... Good.
Entering quiet mode. Pollutant purified. Cleaning cycle complete.
Any luck bringing the icon? I don't like the... Very well. I can't... Well, it seems...
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclast.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting...
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on straight. Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you.
The gunship. The gun...
Go take a walk, Captain. I'll find you once my head's on...
Detected!
Find a hole in the armor! They got sand!
Readying for standby mode upon command affirmation. Entering mode now.
Yeah, me too. You have fun, Captain.
Captain, Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way Okay.
Captain, you must be back with the...
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the... What? Zora?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the Eternal Path.
The troops? Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not... And you, Captain, after all you've done... I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to House. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights.
No. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclast.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? I'm sorry.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These...
Please.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it.
Soap.
Incoming!
Required.
Well, Captain, here we are. You've got the... Void, help me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pull... You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth. All right. Well then, I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside... Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to...
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
If it were, I wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable like.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain. Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that. Void take his agreement. He stood...
This feels like one of those times when...
Amber Heights, you haulhead!
What? That's not possible. But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You... Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to...
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. You know, there was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more...
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
Gotta be honest, Captain. Never thought I'd see the day.
If you'll excuse me.
Hey.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Hey,
Max.
boss. I've been thinking.
Maximilian. Vicar. Vicky.
What?
Shoot, I forgot. It'll come to me.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Can we talk? Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting for... Sure, and fish sticks are real... Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium... But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they... In my experience. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them... Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Anything else?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life. You're always in control, right?
I guess that's kind of like when the filler's shooting 600 cans of near molten sal tuna down the conveyor while I'm trying to tune a belt.
Here, stand like me. Just so. Hips square. Lean forward a little. It's just equipment, and you're just an engineer using it. Ah! Okay. We'll try again later. You'll get it. I promise.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. So, good news, you're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less... Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary... I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. Remember, you can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that... What's on? Oh, it's not you. I do regardless, Oh, goodness. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I... Life outside work? No. For that matter, everyone else's life. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here. Of course.
A reminder to all crew members, there is We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk? Since we're in Byzantium, there's some... I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got... Whoa, let's calm... I'm just suggesting we... See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me. Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too? Because it would be fun? It's, well... They know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it. I only wish I could pull it off as well. It's, well... But... Yeah, just don't let it... Great. And when we get there, draw... If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some bloodstain. You're the... Anything else?
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presents. Nat. There's those street smarts. Just next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a... Listen, you got an agent? Fresh, natural talent. I know. Listen, you got a real special quality. I'm making a feature.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
CMP chicken and potatoes. At CMP, we know our CMP. Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice. Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated.
I've always loved that sculpture.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled. Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you... Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What? Oh, you cad. You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. Helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of you have the bearing and demeanor of a...
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor... Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who? All right, Captain. Here is the app. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves... Now stand back. Back! And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. What can...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. To fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships. Like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. Oh, this is real scary, Captain.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing...
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm so... Oh, you mean Sam? Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. It ain't nice to give folks an... Of course, that don't...
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked.
Hey, boss. I want to talk to you. I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. It makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or... At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. That's putting it kindly, boss. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's get back to it.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking.
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. Kenner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person. My father and I were often at Lager.
Look at me. All dressed up for once.
Some of the cable routing in here is unique.
What about your mama?
Even sick, she was patient with me. She kept exhaustive journals of my childhood, my father said. Like she was A/B testing child rearing.
Must be you got that exacting nature from her.
Exacting is a kind way to put it.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and after a few minutes, she said, "Hey, do you have some new parts?" And I was like, "Nah, I used a new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating." And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Alright. Well, I didn't say no commentary. I probably should have, because literally most of this video was me not talking. Oh well, that's life. That's how I do shit, because I'm an asshole. I finally finished the shit that I wanted to for Parvati. Now I'll be working on main quest and that shit for whatever that one bitch wanted, whatever the fuck her name is. Ellie, and whatever that one fucker wanted from me. The dude with the fucking, like, there's a audition you can go to. So yeah, bye. Fuck. I want to save first. Alright, now I'm going to go handle my crippling depression. Thank you very kindly.